Right, welcome to another Beard Invades. This week is something totally different. In the background here, I've got a couple of guys that you will recognise. So this week we're going to be invading the Crafty Festival, which is coming up on the 27th of March. Kicking off at 9 a.m. With JP. So, welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, so you was acting as if he was frozen then. That's my job. I usually do that.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Shall we, before we kick off, let's just see who's managed to join us in the chat. And then we'll carry on. So,
What to carry on?
let me just pause that. Okay, so we have got The Wood Wizardry by Colin, Douglas Mungum, Shop Dog, Lawrence I can never do that. Lawrence, Ian in the Shed, Andy H is for Turning, Fred Taylor, Doug Miller at Wood Spun Round. Is that it for now? It says 22 watching. I did see Wayne the Woodturner was in there earlier as well. There he is. Come on, guys.
Scott.
Share this out. Let's get a few people tonight because this is a really important invasion.
Stereo.
Toon Pitch Crafts, Herb Hopper.
Yay, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hodgepodge. Did I say Hodgepodge? No, did I? Okay, right, that's enough. We will crack on with the invasion. So this isn't your average type of invasion. I've got these two misfits on.
Reprobates.
Reprobate.
Yeah, reprobate sounds nicer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately we are missing Carl. Carl can't make it. As one of the founders of this whole thing. But obviously he's got things going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire a few questions at these guys. These are the backbone of everything that happens behind the scenes and the build up to the craft festival. So although they're looking like they don't do much, I know there's a lot. Dale's shaking his head. There's a lot of work that's gone into this. So make sure you tune in on the 27th of March and
Steve Nealon. Steve Nealon does all the work. Oh wait, no, that's
Steve
the wrong
Nealon
show.
does it all.
That's the wrong show.
That's Dale.
That's the wrong show.
That's the Makers International podcast.
That's the wrong show. Sorry, it's me on this one. No.
So we're gonna have
Just a couple of pictures.
We'll fire a few questions at these two. Please, I'm inviting you to chuck in questions in the chat. I'll be keeping my eye on it. So start off with a capital Q. No swearing, no, guys. Please.
No. That's boring. Capital Q. What you've got to say is, if you want to ask a question, you've got to say "Oi, Beardy," and then put your question in. Oi, Beardy.
Yeah, because it can be to any one of us. And then I've got this massive long list.
Steady on.
Times and JP's
Mine's not as big as yours, Rich.
Mine's like this big.
That's what she said.
So we'll go through and we'll see who's coming on. We'll try and have a little discussion of what their channel's all about and hopefully what they're going to be getting up to. Okay.
I don't want to talk about that maple tree guy. I don't want to talk about him.
Yeah.
We're going to get his.
I don't want to talk about him either.
I'm being invaded.
Well, that's it. When I'm able to go out and invade people again in the flesh, I might wear some pajama bottoms like that. They're pretty cool. Tartan. Is it tartan or Burberry?
Dale's got the wee white shirt.
There he is. Oh, look at him. He's beautiful. My silkies used to be that colour.
Yeah.
And now they're yellow.
Oh, is it Invades? It's not Invades. invading you, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you're on camera and causing chaos.
It's invading us because of him. Come
Yes.
on, I take you.
Yes, you are. Go on.
Well, it's because of
take
him,
me
don't
away.
Right.
blame me. Blame
Go on.
me.
Just while we're sorting this, welcome Barry Chitty, Brian at Hartwood Turning,
Invaded by
Thomas
Mrs.
Stewart,
K.
Jock. Who else we got? I've said Douglas Munger, Mark the Gentleman Wood Turner, the Blue Light Turner. Oh, I'm in there as well. There's quite a few.
A few questions.
So, please, guys, share this out. Let's get as many people as we can in the chat as possible, so that everyone is aware of the 27th of March and what's going to be going down. Right then. So, the Virtual Craft Festival. So, tell us a little bit about it. Who kind of dreamt this or had that moment where they were sitting on the throne?
So I guess I'll have to take that one and run with it. So how it all came about was a couple of companies. Arbortech was one of them. Did an all-day live stream with a load of different creators, and Easy Wood Tools did one as well. And as soon as the Easy Wood Tools one finished, Carl and I started talking. We've got hangouts quite regularly, Carl and myself, and of course Robin, who's the brains behind the Woodshop TV. Let that be known.
Hi, Robin.
And we were just every time we got into a hangout, it seemed like we always kind of reverted back to the same conversation of we need to start doing a live show all day, blah blah blah. And then lockdown hit and COVID hit, and one day I went into the hangout, and once again the subject came up, and I said, "Look, we need to stop talking about this and make this a reality." And therefore, the Virtual Craft Festival was born.
Cool. Did you have any idea of the magnitude of work that was facing you?
No, honestly, I didn't. I mean, that's honestly, it got to a point where we started off doing it once a month, and I was like, I can't do this. I generally can't do this. It's too much. That's why we ended up moving it to once every other month. Plus, if you get to bring it up too often, it kind of brings it like people will come to expect it like a weekly video. You know, it doesn't really give them something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So it kind of you don't want it to wear thin too quickly to look great. Another Virtual Craft Festival.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of another reason why we moved it to once every other month.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, it's not as oh yeah, like you say, oh yeah, it's that again. A full day,
Yeah.
literally 9 a.m. for us, 5 a.m. Eastern, and 2 a.m. Pacific, right through to midnight for us. 8 p.m. for Eastern, and 5 o'clock Pacific. It's a long day, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so it usually would start at 10 o'clock in the morning UK and finish at 2 a.m. the next morning in the UK. But obviously, because of the time changes with the States, that messed everything up this time for us. So
Cool. Right, we'll just give Dale a little nudge. So, Dale, how did you end up getting bullied into this?
It has to.
I
It has to do with his mum's pies. It has to do with his mum.
on the side of my neck.
His mum's pies and bribes of bacon. I seem to be involved somewhere in there. I'm not sure. The man said, and I went, sure.
It was something like that. I was like, help!
Yeah, all right. How can I help?
One too many tears, I think.
You know,
I was like a Jack Russell around his ankles, I think.
Diddums. We can fix that. We can sort that. Wait a
See,
minute,
I
I'm doing a bit of
can't-
work here. Wait a minute, I'm doing a bit of work here.
I can't imagine what goes into it, because I mean, even just doing an invasion for one person, for me, each week, you know, there's a bit of work that goes into that. But how many? 16 people.
16.
16.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, all these people are going to be fighting for the best spots.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not always not always easy. You do kind of feel a bit guilty when you have to whack somebody on so early when everyone else is in bed, but unfortunately, it's you kind of hopefully get them on the next time to kind of make it up to them, you know.
Yeah.
I must confess, I quite like the early afternoon spot. There's not too many people up, not too many folks around. You just get to do a show without too much thing. The goal is to put on a show that, I mean, if everyone and anyone who's been on it, and anyone and everyone who's coming on it, the goal is to make a show that's timeless. So though it's an hour and it's live, is to get your head in the zone and make that something that will stand on its own 2 feet. You know, in terms of presentation, you know, they don't work when they're good. Is this thing on? It doesn't work with folks with that. But everyone does the first one, and that's, you know, it's a lot of fun to watch folks kind of find their feet for the second and all that.
Yeah, so
cool.
kind of going off what Dale was saying, Carl and I were eventually hoping that we could arrange it, and at some point in time we could arrange it to the point where we don't even have to be on it.
Yeah.
You know, so we could just say, right, you're going at 10 o'clock in the morning, or even get Australians to start the show, because it'll be late in the evening, so we could even start the Friday maybe, which would be the Saturday for them, and just run it all the way through, so we could even go over 20 people, like a 24-hour show, if need be.
What we want is some islander somewhere near the international date line, who does a bit of wood turning or a bit of crafting, to join the show. So if you're out there, you know, somewhere in Micronesia and places like that, so reach out, let us know who you are. You know, we genuinely want you on the show.
Yeah. I must admit, there has been a massive splurge of wood turners. I want to get some more people on there that doesn't do so much wood turning. Don't know that I'm saying that wood turning is a bad thing to watch, but I'd rather get a lot more variety into the craft fair. That's what it is. It's a craft festival. It's not a wood turning festival at the end of the day.
Yeah. So we've got a question from John N. How do you determine who goes first?
So
I'll answer this
go
one.
on, mate.
I'll answer this one. I think it's very easy. It's a case of it's very simple. What we tend to do is we kind of go, Jamie, you're going first, and he says, again. No. There's a principle that for the lineup which Jamie and Carl established, which is the Jamie and Carl top and tail the day. You know, at the moment they top and tail the day. So Jamie kicks off at the start of the show, and Carl wraps the show in the evening, kind of thing. So it's just about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., depending which way you want to spin it. So that's how it works, John. It's kind of topped and tailed. What happens in the middle? Well, that's a different conversation.
John also said you guys should contact Steve Hay in Australia.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Keep your questions coming, guys. I'll do my best to see them. We've got Jake Thompson in the chat. Spirit and Bear. I think see someone else. Toompish, is it? I've already said that, haven't I? John N. An Irish Woodworker's Diary.
All right.
So we've got Irish Terry into and Welsh Terry. I think I saw. Yeah.
Probably. We'll give him a shout anyway. So first of all, JP.
Yes.
You're on 9 a.m., 5 a.m. Eastern, and
4 a.m. Oh yeah, 5 a.m. Sorry, yeah, 5 a.m.
So
You're right.
You nearly knocked me completely out of sync then. And that's 2 a.m. Pacific time. So
Yes.
what should we be expecting from you?
Well, as like last time and the time before, I shall be doing some turning. What I'm going to be turning, the mind boggles. But I will be doing some turning of some sort. If I do any colouring, chances are it'll probably be left up to the chat to decide the colours, the waxes, the finishes, whatever.
Red. Make it red.
There will always be a what red? That's
Red.
there will of course be a Yorkshire Grit song to sing during the day. So yeah, there's always a good fun. So yeah. So as we're going along, Rich, I'm going to post everybody's channels who's participating in the chat. Into the what do you call it, so people can go and subscribe.
Cool. Okay. Okay, moving on. SK Crafts. So Steve's on from 10 a.m. UK, 6 a.m. East, and 3 a.m. Pacific. So,
I can't help myself. I mean, I'm sorry, Steve, but I just can't help myself. Steve will be making a funnel. Sorry, a bowl. He'll be making a bowl. A bowl.
Okay. So I'm kind of relying on you guys to kind of tell me what they're going to be making, because I don't know.
See, the truth is we don't know. That's the fun of it.
We can tell you what they're doing. You can't what they're
we can't really tell you what they're known for.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the fun. It's part of the fun. Part of the fun. You know, so Steve is known for his turning, but he also does other stuff. We can expect, I'm sure we can expect some turning. Though he may turn out and decide to build a house, which he's also very good at. You know, I don't know.
Okay. So although these links are coming up from JP, they are actually the links to the makers. That we're going to be working our way through. Okay. So Hartwood Turning. Did I see Hartwood Turning in the chat?
Yeah, that's Brian.
Okay.
Or Terry, however you want to look at it.
Hooray.
So Brian, 11 a.m. UK, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. So, do we know what Brian's going to be up to? Obviously, he's going to be turning something.
Yeah, I think he's going to be turning something. We could be driving a tractor.
Okay.
I hear he's good at doing that whilst going live.
Oh, is he? So, now also, what I forgot to mention earlier on, that some of these makers that you've got coming on, this may be the first time that they've ever gone live. Is that right?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
I mean, looking at the list here, I can kind of see who goes live regular, but there's others here that that I think is going to be totally new to them, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We try to. So when we're helping folks get set up for the live, we give them there's a wonderful intro piece that Carl recorded, and there's a help guide that Jamie prepared. But we also do some one-to-one help for those folks that are trying to get going and help them get set up. Very often folks have kind of never done it before, but they want to. So where possible, we'll try and help them get set up for the live. You know, there was quite a few last time. I think Jamie spent hours and hours helping folks kind of get their ducks lined up and getting into place for it. So yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be a deterrent for getting on the show. You might want to have a bit of a think about what you can do in an hour, but you know, it shouldn't be a deterrent. So even if you've never gone live before but are keen, you know, you've got an idea what you can do in an hour, definitely reach out and we'll help you try and get going.
Yeah. Well, what I usually do when I'm invading someone that's never gone live before, is I insist on a test. So I'll do just a test with them, just to make sure their sound's good, their cameras are good. Is that the sort of thing that you do? If there's anyone in the chat,
if they've never done a live before, then of course, I'd offer that.
Yeah,
I'd offer that to them. Yeah,
because I think a lot of the people that may be watching this may want to join in, but they're frightened that they're not going to have the camera equipment, they're not going to have the support there to help them through it. So, guys, if you're listening, there is support there. The crew will help you along. No,
mostly Jamie.
Probably me.
So, an Irish. Oh, we already said that. Who's next? It's Maple Tree Studios, 12 o'clock.
I don't know what that guy does, Jamie. What does that guy do?
8 a.m. Eastern.
He swears a lot.
He swears a lot, but no, I'm not sure he does.
He swears and drinks a lot.
So
This is low alcohol. Give it up.
Not yeah, but when you drink a lot, when you drink a lot of them, it makes high alcohol.
40 or 50 it takes. I'm sorry.
So what should we expect to see from you then, Dale?
So, without giving too much away, we're on the home straight for choosing between a piece of 1920s art or full light box. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. And that's all I'm going to say. So we're going to get one or the other, and it will depend on the mood I'm in the night before as a prep for the day.
Yeah.
So
Out of curiosity, I'm wondering what the chat would prefer to see. I know it all depends on what you'd prefer or what you want to do, but I'm interested in what the chat would prefer to see.
Do we want bunnies? Do we want bunny girls? Do we want pop art? Do we want trains, planes, automobiles? You know, I can probably accommodate most of that from the library I've built up. But yeah, we're kind of homing in on one of these two. One of them is very, 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 very of its era, and the other one's it's a bit of fun.
Okay, remember guys, if you've not subscribed to Craft Festival, the link will be in the description of this video. If not, I'm sure JP will pop it up there, or Dale. You're currently on 110 subscribers. We can do better than that. Surely we can do better than that, guys. Come on, share it out. Still 110.
To be honest, it's a fantastic result. I mean, we asked about a week ago, so we need to we need to call this one out. We asked about a week and a bit ago for folks to come and subscribe to the channel. It's only been around for about a week and a half. The response we've had from the community has been outstanding. We crossed the 100 mark. Seriously, folks, thank you so much. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. But if you feel like, if you want to, if you know anyone that hasn't, get them to come over, get them to subscribe. They'll get the notifications if we're posting any content. And do you know what? I mean, everybody in anybody subscribing to it, we always follow back. So, if you subscribe to us, we always subscribe back. So we build up a community of folks around the festival. So please, please, please subscribe if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, guys, if you want to ask these guys any questions, just pop it in the chat.
Brian from Hartwood Tonnen's got a good one in there. He's got a piece of advice.
Is it that? I ain't got my glasses.
He says, I'm after him, Brian. Best go with a bit of fun then. No. I imagine yours will be really good, and I'll have to calm everybody down. So that's probably the way we'll go.
Right. So next, Owl's Hat Shack.
Obviously you know of Al. I'm going to reluctantly put Al in the same sort of category as Mr. Berkey, when Mr. Berkey is flying solo on the Craft Festival. Now don't tell Al I said that. But Al's going to be doing Al stuff. I have no idea what that means. I don't even think he does, to be honest. But it's going to be awesome regardless, because everything that comes out of that man's head is fantastic.
So he does like leather and copper and blacksmithing.
He does everything.
Just
that man,
awesome.
Yeah,
he does everything. And if you're not subscribed to him already and go and watch his past videos, go and do it.
Yeah, he's a nice chap.
Yeah.
You'll find a link to him down here on his chat with the feed. So even if you don't know how to find Al's Hat Shack, go to the Virtual Craft Festival. Al's already got his thing on the playlist. You can click on him. Yep, you can click on him. Go to his channel. Get set up with the timeout. Go check him out. He's awesome.
Yeah.
In fact, what we're going to do, just for a second, guys, if you don't mind, is
he's going to do this. He's going to do this screen sharing thing.
Yes.
Quick, everyone, hide.
Yes. Screen share. That's what we do, isn't it? We press that one.
It's like invasion ASMR here.
All right.
So I should have done this earlier on, really. But as you can see, I mean, the March the 27th, you can't miss that. But if you scroll down, you'll see that each of the makers are on here. I don't think they're all on here yet, are they?
It's a limitation in the
Hey,
screen.
there's
Lizard
Wayne.
display 12. There's Wayne. That's him.
yeah.
That is.
That's Wayne, that is.
So unless you show 12 items on that particular part of the page, so
okay.
you know, I mean, from the way it renders out, it will change and flick around depending how you visit.
Yeah.
So, you know, most folks are there already.
As you can see, I've set the reminder as on, so it's really easy. You just click it. Oh, I don't want to watch that guy. Oh yeah, may as well. And click it back on. It's on then. So this kind of takes it up a notch, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah.
If I can give you another little feature, if you go to playlists, no, bring it back up. Bring it back up.
Oh.
Bring it back up. And while he's doing that, everyone, hide.
Dun, dun, diddle, dun, dun.
Okay, right.
Right. If you click on playlists.
Yep.
So what we're doing is we're putting together the playlists from all the previous shows and the current one. So the Easter special, March 27th. If you could click on that. Everyone who's posted their link is already in here. And the way this show will work is if you start the playlist in the morning, it'll kick off with our Virtual Crafty intro. And then what it does is when the Virtual Crafty intro stops, what it does is it takes you to the next one, and as that one closes, that show finishes, it'll take you to the next one, and the next one. So you can spend the day in here, or you can go and check out the individual channels and set your reminders individually. So for when you run during the day, one of the things we got feedback before, Rich, was it was often quite hard to keep track. This, we hope, solves the problem, and you can just sort of tune out and watch a show all day, and that's the list we're building out for the first one. It's not finished, and we'll do some more for other previous shows. So you'll find all of the lovely, beautiful, amazing crafters, makers, and turners that run the other shows will be listed at this playlist, so you can even go back and check out the older material. Assuming all the shows are still there, because not everybody keeps them posted. So, check it out, folks.
That was the kind of, like I was saying, it's kind of changed. It's totally changed up a gear now, because before you had to rely on that person kind of, right, now so-and-so's on
being
next.
daft.
The link is in the description and blah, blah, blah. It was a pain in the butt.
So obviously that's still not going to change. We're still going to get the person that's before them to promote the next person.
100%.
Should anyone not be watching over on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course. Welcome to Jennifer's Crafting Creations. Okay.
Is
Hello,
that
Jen.
Jennifer Stroughton? Good Lord.
Next up, we will be having Whitehall Pottery, 2 o'clock UK, 10 a.m.
The Wendy.
Eastern, 7
The Heidi.
Pacific.
Oh no, it's the Heidi. My bad. The Heidi.
It's
I was
the
reading Wendy's
Heidi.
name
The
there.
Heidi Jacobs.
So
Of,
Heidi
Whitehall
is a-
Pottery. You may also know her from the YouTube channel Slap Stuff Together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome woman. And if you like innuendos, then you'll love her doing some pottery because it's funny.
Okay.
Really? I've always taken her at face value. You mean this? You mean it could be that what she says could be taken as being smutty?
Yeah, very.
Really? I need to go back. And
Yeah,
watch
I didn't
it for you.
realize. Didn't realize pottery was so dirty, to be honest.
So I mean, I couldn't have picked that up properly. So I'm going to go back and watch Heidi's stuff. So folks, you know, what I mean, we should take Jimmy's now. And we should go back and check all these old videos that Heidi's done, and you know, what I mean, and just understand if that's true or not.
Yeah. Well, it was Wendy that told me.
Anyone
Wendy
that likes
told you.
the film Ghost, then you know that's the kind of thing that they get.
Yeah.
into.
Can we just make sure we say this because we're, you know, the pottery that Heidi makes is really, really good. So
It's really good.
go and check out her work, kind of thing. It's really good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so Costas, 3 o'clock UK, 8 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific.
Is it safe to say he's mad? Do you think Costas would be upset if we
Yeah,
describe him as mad?
I think so. Fire and spray paint and fire and spray paint at the same time.
Didn't he set
That's
fire
what
to
I
his
was
laptop?
gonna say.
In
I
one
was
of them.
going to say that actually. Is it going to be?
I think he
burning?
melted his laptop.
That was it. He melted his laptop in one of them.
Yeah, I watched
Crazy.
that. It was, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, apart from being mad, Costas is a very accomplished turner. He's also the distributor of Yorkshire Grit in that
Yeah,
part of the world.
Greece.
So
Yeah.
Costas is dyed in the will, battle hardened turner, a lot of fun, mad as a box of frogs, bit dangerous possibly with fire, but really, really good. A proper show. Check him out.
Yeah. And a hell of a nice guy as well.
Wonderful.
Wasn't
guy.
it hit by a storm?
Hurricane,
recently?
yeah.
A hurricane that really.
Yeah.
He didn't get to do the first one because of the storm, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of hit him hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Wrecked his workshop, didn't it, or something?
Yeah. So he suffered quite badly with it.
Yeah. Oh.
Didn't he do 3,000 pestle and mortars or something recently? Or was it 300?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah. All out of olive wood.
All of it of olive wood. What a guy.
That's a lot of wood.
That's a lot of pestle and mortars.
So,
Yeah.
Pestle
our
and mortars.
our very own is up next. Wayne the Woodturner, 4 o'clock.
Wayne.
UK,
Did you get man?
12 Eastern,
Mr. Wayne.
9 Pacific. Wayne is in the chat. I'm sure he might. I'm sure he isn't even. He's not decided what he's going to do. He'll just pick a piece of wood.
Well, we know what he's going to do. We can.
If
we
I
can help you
super
out
chat, he might funnel.
there. I think if I am I right in saying he's doing some dendritic stuff
I
again?
think so. Is that the electric-y
think so.
kind of paint?
Yeah, I think he's doing some dendritic.
He's making paint look like electric.
He's doing this amazing technique, which he's perfected on wood turning over the last. He's done a bunch of them in his life. You haven't seen it, check it out. Dendrites on wood. And Wayne, if you're in the chat and we're wrong, please check this out. This is really cool stuff. Go. Have a look. See how that works out for you. Apart from that, Wayne is the Wood Jedi.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best turners on YouTube. Arguably one of the maddest wood turners on YouTube. Arguably one of the fastest wood turners on YouTube. So please go and check him out.
Yeah, and he's just found the 40-40 grind, so God help us.
And he's live tomorrow at 1 o'clock. But don't tell anyone I told you.
Yeah, so that's right, Dale. Okay. Right, moving on. And another one of our very own, Andy, AHB spoke. I don't think he's in the chat because he's on a Zoom meeting.
He's working, I'm afraid.
So, 5 o'clock UK, 1 o'clock. Is that 1 o'clock? Can't remember. Yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern.
EST.
And 10 o'clock Pacific.
He's really. I'm not sure exactly what Andy's doing. He's given me a couple of ideas. I don't know if he said anything to you, Jamie, but it's whatever it is. You know, I mean, it's going to be really good because he's keeping it close to his chest and he's aiming to demonstrate something new. And let's watch this space. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Or it will be involving the dribble. Maybe.
It'll involve him being awesome. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know. And then I think what we'll do is we'll leave the mystery to the guy who wants to share it with us.
Yes, of course. Okay. Right then, Hodgepodge. 6 o'clock. He didn't say anything to me today, actually, because I was in his workshop looking at his new alterations and stuff, and I dropped a great big piece of wood off. But
hey. Is that a euphemism? Is that like a euphemism or something? Should we be worried about this?
It was 3 pieces of wood because it was.
I dropped a big log off at his workshop, but
it was an 8x4 sheet of chipboard that, when I was going up the dual cageway, snapped in half. So he's now got 3 pieces, so he's okay.
Right.
Anyway, Hodgepodge.
So obviously Hodgepodge does turn in unless he's planning on doing something else with his big beaver.
And he showed it over to all his friends.
So I believe he was out in the chat. So unless he's going to correct us, maybe he'll leave Harry to do all the turning this time. He's quite an accomplished turner, is Harry.
I reckon Harry's the turner. I don't think we should. I don't think Robert should get a mention. I think Harry should just get the mention. Harry.
Yeah, maybe.
For those that don't know,
maybe.
Hodgepodge Woodworks is really a double act. It's really Harry the beaver and Robert the human sort of thing. I think Robert's just there to hold one end of the gouge. I'm not sure, but come over and check it out. It's
Harry Podge Woodworks.
Harry Potter. It's a lot of fun and some good turning, and check it out.
So
Robert,
he's just said he's going to be sticking to turning some bowl.
Well, we're assuming it's Robert. Maybe
assuming
Harry's
it's Robert.
typing.
Might be Harry that's taken hold of his phone.
That's it. Good.
Oh, Crafty Fox snuck in there. Anyway, we've got a question from Lawrence. How many hours take you to organise this event, and what was the hardest thing to do?
A lot of hours. For me, the hardest thing to do was get replies back from emails, or have the patience for emails, because when I want to get something done, I want to get it done yesterday.
He's a pain. Yeah. Sorry, I mean he's very diligent and professional and pursues things. What's the hardest thing? I think I think Jamie's underselling the thing. I think the challenge is when you were doing the first one. I think when the challenge was kind of getting everybody into the idea. The challenge now is to keep the enthusiasm up. Yeah, keep the enthusiasm up.
The first one was a massive hit, and a lot of people were getting a lot of views, and it was like, yes, now everyone's like. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still getting a lot of views throughout the day, but there's not as many as the very first ever one.
So views in the day has definitely dipped a bit. Some of the first ones were really high, but some of the one of the reasons I said earlier on, when you're doing your video, when you're doing your live, make sure you're treating it as a standalone show, because I got 1,400 views on the live I did, which is better than most folks' videos if you're a small channel. So seriously, make the effort to try and think about what are you going to do from end to end. And hang in there. So you will see anywhere between 90 and I think Carl gets about 300. At the end of the day. So anywhere in that band, and those are live viewers that are coming to see you. They're coming to watch you do stuff in the craft festival. But the hardest thing to in terms of time is keeping that interest up, keeping people interested, because it's kind of been a runaway success. You now have people queuing up who want to be on it, kind of thing, and a lot of people who get their first taste want to go again and again. So it's quite a balance.
I've got to say, it is difficult to turn around and say, sorry, I don't really want you on at the moment, because we've got to have this person on first.
Yeah,
you've already been on once.
It's quite challenging to the best advice is do something different. If you do something different, we definitely want to hear it. If you're
different is key.
If we had 16 glass blowers, who the last thing we would want would be another glass blower. I think that's kind of where we're at. Wendy out in the chat's asking a question. How often do you hold these events? Well, they'll every two months currently.
Yes, every 2 months currently.
Yeah.
With the potential to change.
Yeah.
Now I've got some hired help.
I think as it becomes more popular, I mean, it is popular anyway, but as it becomes more popular, you get more and more people wanting to feature on it.
Yep.
Do you think there'll come a time when you're going to have to do it monthly?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever go back to monthly, if I'm honest. Again, I don't want it wearing thin, like I was talking about before. I want people to be excited for the fact that there's a virtual craft festival coming up this week, and not we only had one 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Three loses momentum. Every 3 months loses momentum. Every 2 months, every 1 month is just too quick for people to give up a day. Every 2 months, not so bad, kind of thing. Seems to be okay. It's a good balance between enthusiasm to watch and people's enthusiasm to be on. But the great thing about this is it's about the audience's desire to watch is really the driver. If folks want to watch and folks want to see it, then we do more. But the truth
Yeah.
is the truth is there's a long line of people keen to be on, and every one of those will get the chance one day, unless you're a barking mad lunatic, in which case you might be on early. In which case you might be on early. Most of the scheduling is thankfully Jamie's challenge, but seriously, it's much more a case of reach out if you want to be on. We'll get you on the list. You will get your day in the sun. Come out and try it. The balancing act is new and interesting with solid and reliable. There's a bit of like any sort
So
of.
I kind of want to answer a question. I'm not sure if you've got it written down or not, Rich. A lot of people have asked me, "Are we going to carry this on after lockdown's lifted and everyone can go out and play and all this kind of stuff?" So the simple answer to that is yes. This is going to say I'm not going to stop.
Okay.
So
this isn't a lockdown thing, though, is it? It's a show.
it kind of started off as a lockdown thing, admittedly. So obviously when Arbortech and Easy Wood Tools started it, we weren't even talking about COVID then. That wasn't a thing. But as COVID started and lockdown was in, it was like me and Carl were still talking about it every time I went into a hangout with them. And it was like, look, we need to stop talking about it, and now's the perfect time to actually stop talking and do it.
Yeah.
So
this, I mean, anyone can answer this one. We're all quite veterans of doing lives.
live seem really gone.
I reckon I'm the youngest. To doing lives because you've done a podcast for years, and you've done lives for years. To be completely fair, lives are only scary because you think about what you're doing as you're being in front of an audience and you've got to get this right in front of so people. The best way to take a live and get it is you're inviting them into your workshop to hang out while you do a thing. I mean, I do mine with the idea as I'm a bit of a time trial, and I've got my couple of earworms in her, Jamie and Andy, and those guys keep me right in terms of time. But the challenge is you're racing yourself. Don't be scared about the audience. If folks are having fun, they'll let you know. If they're not having fun, they won't watch. So give it a go. Reach out, give it a go. Come and do a show.
Yeah, as the old saying goes, you want to learn to swim, you got to jump in the water.
And you know what? And the other thing to realise is, if it all goes to pot and you lose total control, you just end the live.
No, you don't.
What's the
show must go on. The show must go on. What you do is you turn around to your friends, so now all your new friends, and you say, "This isn't going the way I planned. Let me try something else."
Yeah. Well, as soon as they're ready and they feel like they're up for it, just shoot us a message. We'll get you on the craft festival.
Yeah. Where are we? Jake Thompson. Jake is
who? Never heard of him.
Jake Thompson.
Is he that? Is he that guy off American Dad? I can't remember.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
So,
resin accessories.
7 p.m. UK time. 3, I think it is. Yeah, 3 o'clock Eastern and 12 Pacific. So what do we know about this Jake Thompson guy then?
He's a troublemaker.
He's got a huge. He has got a really, really big workshop.
I know. I've been inside it.
A really big one. Cool.
Virtually.
His mum's awesome.
Yeah,
she brings donuts around for breakfast.
Oh, nice.
America's contribution to the world. Donuts.
So what can you expect from Jake? Resin of some sort. So I've been doing some practice runs with Jake on his Patreon. If you want to support Jake, he's got a Patreon that he does regular lives with now. I guess but you can go there. You can pick the colours, and he makes blanks out of them. He also does a regular pen blank giveaway over on his Instagram. So you have a chance to win some blanks that Jake makes. He'll probably be mixing up some pen pen blanks or something like that, and doing that and making some pen blanks out of it. So you get to pick the colours, I presume. It'd be like kind of like a same thing as what he does on his Patreon, I'm guessing.
So you can super chat and pick colours and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can do that sort of stuff.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Jake's awesome.
Right. Next one, Art of Fire.
Art of Fire. So they're the glass blowers.
Cool.
So they was on last time. They seem to be a bit of a fan favourite, if I'm honest. Quite a lot of people messaged me and said, "Can we get them back?" And obviously they're back. So they've emailed me and said they knew what they were making days after I asked them to come back.
Right.
So I don't know if they're making something special. I have no idea, but they already know what they're making. So, and they haven't told me, I must admit, but they do know what they're making.
So Art of Fire, they're
All we know
8 p.m.
is
UK,
applause.
4 p.m. Eastern, and 1 o'clock Pacific.
Pacific, yeah.
And if
So
you
the next
if you want to
lineup-
make sure you head over to virtuallycrafty.com, hit that set remind tab, and that'll let you know on the day.
So the next lineup is something I'm quite looking forward to, which is it's Berkey, Franco, and Chris Cute.
Yes.
This would be really interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you a lie, but it's funny. What they're trying to do is set up a 3-man barbershop quartet.
Right.
That's what I was told, kind of thing. You know, I mean, I'm not sure who's the bass.
Hello.
But it's a 3-man barbershop makers quartet, or it might have been baker's shop quartet. I might have got that wrong. But go check these guys out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
What
So
they
so
do-
basically, what they're going to be doing is they're coming to be live from Franco's kitchen, and Andy and Chris are going to be telling him what he's going to be doing wrong.
Okay.
Basically, so Franco's cooking, Andy and Chris are going to be trolling him.
That's going to be funny.
So, yeah,
That's 9 p.m. for us guys. 5 Eastern and 2 Pacific. Pacific? Yes, Pacific. So next up, 10 o'clock. Braxton, is that right?
yeah, Braxton Worthlin, yeah.
Okay.
So he is a very prolific wood turner from Vegas. I've known Braxton a long time. Does some great stuff.
Tremendous beard.
Ah,
Very, 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 very big beard.
if he's got a beard, he's worth a watch then.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So we can expect some wood turning. That's what we're saying. It should be really good. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
last couple of shows, last couple of times Braxton's been on. The work is awesome. Camera work's excellent. It's a good show. You know, if you only watch a couple of turners on the day, you know, I mean, Braxton has to be one of the turners you watch.
yeah. He's also actually got a podcast alongside Carl called Wood Turners Anonymous.
Right. Okay. Right then. Next up, Stone Coat Countertops. 11 o'clock for us, 7 Eastern, and 4 Pacific. So
Yep.
This guy's is he a maker? I mean, is he classed as a maker, or I mean,
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
is this a business that he does this, or
So this is it's Stone Coat Countertops is his business.
okay?
It's the name of his business. But he started off basically in his kitchen, and he grew his business making countertops, and he used resin to make it look like marble, basically. And now he's got $100 million company out of it. So he's basically him and his team are basically going to show you, as far as I know, they're going to show you how to do that. They're going to show you how to turn a counter and give it a marble effect using resin.
Live, which should be cool.
Live.
You know, they're not going to. It's not an edited show. It's not something that's canned. They're going to do it live, which is what makes it original and cool for us, kind of thing. And those guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
If anyone can pull this one off, it should be them. Obviously, we're not going to see it dry, but you know that's half the fun.
I've seen something similar done on a on the floor of a body shop, a car body shop or showroom.
What do you mean
by?
by what do you mean by body shop here? I mean, is there something you want to share?
No, not like female body shop.
Like, I mean,
garage.
Like sprays or something like that. Is that the kind of?
I don't know.
Where were you going in your head with that? I mean, body shop for me is like one of those, like Lush and all that kind of stuff. I mean, what the hell? My train of thought's wonderful and pure. It's pure as it's as white as my walls. It's that pure.
Anyway, I've seen it before.
Or my brick up there behind Jamie.
Okay, then. Last one, Cole Jacobson. So, finishing off for the UK, that's midnight for us. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, and that'll be the last one of the show. So,
the man himself, Mr. Jacobson.
I take it he will be turning something.
I presume so. Yeah.
We expect so.
Okay.
Yeah, I expect so. What it will be, no idea.
Yeah.
Cole doesn't believe that the wood talks to you, so he will be turning whatever he wants, and the wood have no input whatsoever.
It'll get done to what he wants it to get done to, not what the wood's gonna.
Yeah.
So that's the lineup. It's quite a good lineup, to be honest. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try and catch as much as I possibly can, but obviously, you know, my missus ain't going to like me sitting there all day watching that.
It's not so much that. We just imagine you all tucked up in your gym jams kind of thing, off to bed with your cocoa at 10 o'clock, you know. We know the beard doesn't grow itself, and you've got to be there for it.
You guys, it's a whole day jam-packed with lots of maker goodness.
Madness.
Just remember,
Madness. Hopefully some talent.
Yeah, and just remember, if you like what you see in all the makers, hit their subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, then don't. It's not necessary for you don't have to, but you have to hit the subscribe button for the Craft Festival YouTube channel.
Please,
yes.
Subscribe.
Otherwise,
Please.
we will set Andy Hill on you.
Yeah.
Put him in berserk mode.
Don't set Andy on him. We want people to watch. You know, we don't want to leave the. We want people to watch. We don't want Andy to have to go around. We want him on the show doing what he does. Don't set him on people. You know, we'll get arrested.
So, boys, is there anything you want to add to this? I mean, you
basically just want to say that if anyone can suggest anyone to come on, that we can reach out to them, let us know, or if they particularly themselves want to be on the show, reach out to one of us or someone that's been on previously. Maybe they can reach out back to us or forward us a message or whatever. If we'll keep this going.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a shout out. Sorry. This weekend, Makers International podcast with the ever lovely Jamie Page, the wonderfully beautiful Chris Cute, and some fat Scottish bloke will be on. If you haven't already subscribed or you haven't seen the show, please follow that link. Go check out some of the back card. There's some awesome makers on there, some awesome stuff. And come and watch us this Sunday night after the. Go check it out. This week is one we're doing called Shop Talk, and it should be quite interesting to see what we get up to.
It's going to be a hell of a good show.
We're trying desperately. We're not pre-URL, but we're trying desperately to get to the 1,000 mark. We're 981, so please subscribe if you haven't already.
Excellent. So, Dale, have you got your parcel?
Oh no, I left it in the house.
Oh no. Anyway, we were going to
from work. Sorry.
we were going to have a special opening of a.
We're going to have a special opening. Oh, I'll do it.
I can keep talking.
I'll do a. Mate, it's at the front end. You've been seeing my house. It's quite literally.
I'm
80
blind in
meters
one
away.
eye. Your house is on the left-hand side.
It's
Yeah.
80 meters. It's 80 meters away. You
He has to
know,
get the garden trained to the house.
Yeah. I'm not got the
I'm blind
dog
in one
trained.
eye.
Fetch the parcel. I actually forgot, Rich. I'm really sorry, mate.
No, it's okay. So thanks, guys, for coming on. Hopefully, we can do this again in a couple of months' time, if you're up for it, and if anyone else will watch it. I've enjoyed it. It's good. It's been a little bit different to the normal invasion. And thanks to everyone that's come along to watch, and your questions and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, so 27th, March the 27th, starting at 9 a.m. round JP's house, we'll be kicking it off. Well, he will.
If you come early, he might make you bacon rolls. Just saying.
Might do.
I'll be there as long as it's fruity brown sauce.
Ooh, good lord.
There's loads of sauce over it.
Szechuan sauce. Cool.
Right.
And I'll
Okay.
be doing it for a stream deck this time, not a touch portal.
Cool.
Steady on.
Right. Once again, thanks, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday. Oh, hang on. Question: are you going to join in, Rich? I may earworm for
Andy.
It all depends. So I may be there. Anyway,
But as we say, you know, you should.
Question is, Wendy, when are you going to join in?
Yeah.
yes, Wendy.
Yes, Wendy.
Yes, back at you, Wendy.
Mm.
Okay, right then.
Cool.
See you later, guys.
All right, take it easy, everybody.